Danke, Herr Major.
Come in, Reitlinger, come in. Findings of the Court of Inquiry convened by order of the Commander, 18th Military District on February 3rd, 1915. The court finds that there are no grounds for bringing criminal charges against Oberleutnant Wilhelm Reitlinger.
I'm guilty, Herr President.
It is the decision of this court that you are to be granted a month's leave, at the end of which time you will return to duty with your unit.
I protest. I'm guilty. I demand a trial. Am I never to be punished for what I've done?
Not unless I charge you with insubordination. You already have a bad enough record. You were posted away from your regiment because you were thought to be difficult, troublesome, and temperamentally unstable. As an officer, you have been a complete and utter failure. Your conduct before this court a disgrace. You are dismissed, Oberleutnant. This court is closed. You can take my word for it, Doctor. He's as mad as a hatter.
But that's the extraordinary thing. He isn't.
Look, either he's mad or he did commit the crime. And we all know perfectly he wasn't there when it happened. One has to be logical. 2 and 2 always make 4.
What's the matter with these men? Are they sick? They spent the whole morning just putting up 1, 2, 3 telegraph poles. It won't do. We are 5 days behind schedule already. This work has got to be done. I want to be ahead of schedule. Is that clear? Ahead! I'm going back to the farmhouse. Have the wagon sent round.
Jawohl, Herr Oberleutnant.
Open up! Open this door!
Good evening.
23rd Signals Unit. This is Oberleutnant Reitlinger. He wishes to talk with you.
You own this land? You own this land?
Yes?
Now, we should be laying a wire here tomorrow. The work will take 2 or 3 days. We should be putting up a field kitchen in the yard out there, and you will be expected to provide any facilities we require.
You're the ones who are putting up the poles. What are they for?
Yeah, for a telephone wire.
So that Army Group headquarters can talk with Freiburg and Berlin.
Talk to Berlin.
Look, I haven't got all evening. The regulations require that you sign this paper. If any damage is done to your land, you can apply to the military authorities.
I don't know. Poles across my land. Voices talking to Berlin. It will frighten the animals.
You won't hear any voices. Now, sign this paper. Make your mark, whatever it is you do.
You'd better come back tomorrow. I have to talk to the others.
Aren't you alone here?
No. The other animals.
What did you say?
My animals.
An entire army group is waiting for his telephone wire, and you wish to consult your cows? Perhaps you have not noticed that we are at war.
I have noticed. It is a hideous thing, war.
It is a glorious thing, and it is your patriotic duty to assist the armed forces. Do I have to remind you of that?
No, you do not. I've thought very much about the war. Sometimes when I sit here at night alone, I listen. I hear the death cries of millions of men. So much disaster. Some nights it is so bad I can hardly bear it. And a great heaviness hangs in the air. Destiny is not going to favor your arms.
So now we are going to lose the war. I could have you arrested for that kind of talk. Are you aware of that?
Yes. But I can't help knowing what I know. I can't help seeing what I see, my friend.
Herr Oberleutnant, show a little respect. Indulging in defeatist talk, interfering with the military in the pursuit of their duties. But we are going to lay that wire, and you will kindly sign this.
You are a much troubled man, Herr Lieutenant. Why? Is it so that these voices can reach Berlin? Or do you have another reason? Some more important reason, some reason closer to your heart? You drive yourself hard. You're troubled, perhaps, with good cause.
Landlord. Landlord!
Yes, Herr Oberleutnant?
He's got that letter out again. He must have read it 100 times already. I wonder who she is. Is she very pretty?
You want me to forget your friends?
They're drinking a lot tonight.
It's none of your business. Anyway, what does it matter? Another village, another tavern, another kilometer of wire. It's all right for you, it's your job. I'm only here to see that work is finished in time. Hey, you! You! Here!
Herr Oberleutnant?
Tell me something. Man we met today, farmer who lives at the head of the valley. You know him?
Which farmer, Herr Oberleutnant?
One who talks to his animals.
Oh, yes, Herr Oberleutnant. We all know him. Klaus Karnak.
Hey. Oh, come back. What's the matter with you? You're frightened.
No, no.
Yes. You're frightened. Why?
Others are frightened, Herr Oberleutnant. Simple people, you know. They say he can set a neighbor's house on fire just with a thought. The trees talk to him. He can read the future, see things that are happening a long way away.
And you believe that?
If I may give my advice, Herr Oberleutnant, have nothing to do with this man. He is dangerous.
If a farmer talks to his animals, I am not interested. Only if the animals talk back. Huh? Where are you going?
One of you stupid peasants. What is it you're supposed to be able to do, anyway? What is this great secret of yours? You can see into the future, is that it?
I can see things.
You know, you rather impressed me this evening. You were right about something. There is another reason. It has nothing to do with telephone wires.
A letter. It says nothing. And everything.
I love her.
You have good reason to worry.
What can you see? Tell me. Tell me.
Why don't you go and see for yourself?
That's impossible.
Nothing is impossible. You can go in less time than it takes to think about it.
You farmer, I didn't come here to be made a fool of. You will just Well, you made a wild guess. You were right, as it happens, but you can't fool me.
You can go.
What are you doing?
You can go.
What are you doing?
Just one more step. One more step.
Pussy! Hun.
Liebling, I'm Johann.
Oh, I'm sorry. Too much wine. War. War is everybody saying goodbye, isn't it? A railway station.
Speaking of railway stations, the 71st Grenadiers are leaving also. I expect I shall see you there.
How dare you sneak in here and spy on me? You've been hiding. And you're drunk. You were coming to Berlin, you should have told me. Well, don't look like that. This is typical of you. I never knew such a man for making himself ridiculous. Well, let's have a drink. Celebrate your homecoming. It would be nice, wouldn't it? Aren't you going to say anything? Berlin has changed. Everything's different now.
Where's your mother?
She doesn't come up here anymore. I lead my own life. There's such a feeling of enthusiasm, of excitement, everybody going mad. You couldn't possibly understand.
But I do understand. I understand very well. You adopted the 71st Grenadiers.
I just ran out of the last grenadier. Isn't it a pity? Wilhelm, my letter. It was perfectly clear.
Yes, perfectly clear.
What a extraordinary character you are. How did you get away from your telephone poles? I'm sorry, Willem. But you're so unfortunate. Things seem to happen to you that could never happen to anybody else.
That officer who left just now. Not in love with him, are you?
I'm in love with all of you. Does that shock you? They are going to the front, to fight, to do great and wonderful things for me. What have you ever done for me? I don't like being taken for granted. I am not your property, and I resent being preached to and spied on. I may have said I was in love with you. Perhaps at the time I even thought I was. Absurd as it seems. You know, there is something rather absurd about you, Willem. There always has been. Your behavior tonight would have been absolutely infuriating if it weren't so comical.
Looks like it. Make it rain. You hypnotized me. Yes, that's what you did. You hypnotized me. I've heard about that sort of thing. So that was your secret.
I did nothing. I only helped you to go where you wanted.
You're fake. You're an extremely clever one, but you're fake. And I must say I'm extremely glad that you are, because you gave me one of the worst frights I've ever had in my life. But that was your idea, wasn't it? Lights. Something to do with lamps shining into people's eyes. You must show me how you do it one of these days. Meanwhile, I congratulate you.
Life has more reason to worry.
Willem, wake up. Willem, please wake up.
What time is it?
It's nearly 6.
As late as that? Has the working party left yet?
Willem,
What's the matter with you?
there's someone outside to see you. A sergeant from military police. You must go with him to Mulheim right away.
What's he talking about?
Listen, you have a girl in Berlin. Elsa Bruck.
Yes.
She's dead. The sergeant wanted me to tell you. Murdered, they think. Last night there was a shooting.
Shooting? Shooting?
I'm sorry, I know how you must feel shocked. If there's any way I can help.
No. No, thank you. Please go away. Please. There should be 9. There should be 9. There should be 9. Herr Major, it was I who fired that shot. Fräulein Vogt said so herself. She said it was me. You heard the police testimony.
Stand to attention, Oberleutnant. You have already wasted enough of our time. For 3 days, we've had to sit and listen to this hysterical nonsense. You could not possibly be one place one moment and 800 kilometers away the next moment. Why you insist on such madness is beyond me. But then your conduct throughout has been disgraceful and totally unbefitting to an officer. The facts of the case are crystal clear. Crystal clear, Oberleutnant. There's absolutely no possibility of our having made a mistake. What is less clear is how you ever managed to hold a commission in a fighting regiment. It would seem that the army can be wrong sometimes. I doubt if it's any use my appealing to your sense of shame. I hesitate to advise you. Though it would seem there's only one course open for a man in your position. That you attempt to retrieve your honor by any means that might suggest themselves to you.
Will I never be punished for what I've done? The bullet that matched this gun, my gun, what Elsa said herself. Can't I get anyone to believe me?
You were seen half an hour before the shooting by your own man. And Berlin is 800 kilometers away. And yet, As a doctor, I often have to say, I don't know. You see, when the pieces of the puzzle don't fit, we begin by getting angry, and then we throw the puzzle away and pretend it doesn't exist. What did you expect? You tell us some wild tale about a sorcerer, a man who has anyway denied all knowledge of the affair.
He was lying, Doctor. Or I am insane. One of the two.
Your file at the hospital has been marked not yet diagnosed, which is our way of avoiding the issue. With the best will in the world, we could do no more.
You don't really know how to tell me what you're thinking about, do you?
I'm a man of science. I can only say, I don't know.
But I'm not insane. I killed her. I did.
This they will believe. And they did. Oberleutnant Wilhelm Reitlinger was executed for the murder of the farmer Klaus Karnick on March the 8th, 1915. The records of this amazing case were discovered among the files of the German War Ministry. And somewhere, moldering with age to be sure, but somewhere, is a hospital file labeled Wilhelm Reitlinger, not yet diagnosed. A question waiting to be answered.